We are the Iron Songs Among Stars. We are a distinguished admiralty. We are anglers. Rainer Dev, thank you for the follow. We are fanatic militarists, and we are authoritarian. So we are, to all intents and purposes, kind of space Prussia. We are a navy that happens to have a galactic nation. Where we got to last week was we have just about started to meet the rest of the galaxy. But more importantly, we have bumped into some people down here who have a space base. Ooh, which we probably want to get rid of, because that's a relic world and we want it. And these are the ransomeers, so we'll go and deal with them shortly. We had pushed out as much as we wanted to go. We had discovered that there is a fallen empire around here. We had made, for now, friends with the Karabnar Imperium, who are equally fishy looking to us, but they are honor-bound warriors, which is nice. They are molluscoids, but they are kind of like related to us, so we can roleplay that. We had just won a very short war with the Lycians, and we are also Lycian by race, even though we look different from these chaps. And even though that these chaps are aquatic, but because, weirdly, I'm pretty certain this must be a bug on the part of Stellaris at the moment. They are actually, as a randomly AI generated, they are aquatic, but they are actually on an arid world. Now, we will not survive nicely on an arid world, so we have no desire to go to that arid world. What we really want to do is push for terraforming, so we can start terraforming some of these worlds and colonizing them, because we still only have one planet at the moment, and Echoes of the Sublime, which was the other world we just set up, which is an alpine world, and it is populated by Karabnars, because we decided we're going to have one Karabnar world just so we get another planet going. A short victorious war actually going well for the aggressors, indeed. We did. We won that quite handily, because we have massively greater fleets than them, or we have good fleets for where we are in the game proportion at the moment. The nice thing it did is it meant we locked this in, and that was critical to us. Now, we haven't explored out this side of the galaxy yet, because we are quite over our empire sprawl, so we don't really want to expand out much more. But we were pushing just down to here to lock this in, so that we know we've got it locked in. But previously, we didn't actually control Situla, so we couldn't get our fleet past anyway to get down here and deal with the ransomeers. So now that we've done that, we can actually go and deal with them. But we do want to repair these fleets first, so let's just make sure these are actually repaired before we do anything. That does seem to be repaired, so let's go down and send these chaps down to deal with the ransomeers. Whereas the Silver Safet fleet over here can start to think about redeploying. Now, if I remember, Howers is our station that we're thinking of kind of... They're not going to get big enough to trouble us again in proportion to our fleets, so we don't really need to start building up lots of big star bases around them. We are going to take them out at some point, just not yet. So we will see with that. We will go with that. There's a world sighting. Does it have an ice planet? It may not do, because all the planets will be randomly generated. But they do love in Stellaris dropping out like the old random reference to other games, universes, whatever else. So yes, sighting at the moment is just a little relatively empty system in this run. That doesn't mean it be always that way. Now, what we will have is some space debris. So these chaps are going to go and deal with the space debris. We might as well disband this army. We'll just build it again when we need it, because it did its job, and it's costing us gold. So you two are going to go and investigate all of that stuff. We should hopefully be reinforcing our fleets. Did I just accidentally delete one of my actual fleets? No, I don't think I did. It's just the game hasn't reflected that I deleted that army yet. There we go. Panic over. The other reason we wanted to jump on these chaps at that point was before they started getting any allies or get protected by anyone. So this chap needs to go and build down here, just because that will lock in that final point down there for us, which is useful. Let's just see if we're actually reinforcing our ships. We're not, which we should do, but we do need to build some more alloys before we do that. So over here is our nearest neighbour over here. So we have locked in that bit, but we probably do want to build a starbase at least there. Be nice to build one there, but I don't think we'll beat them to that, but you never know. So I'm guessing our other constructors all the way down here. Now I think it's unlikely, so that'd be Caravaneers. We've kind of limited ourselves to here. They've beaten us to that, so it comes sort of a question. I think we were planning on building down here. We are technically friends with these chaps, at least for now. Yeah, there are certain systems that when you see the name, you do know what's going to be in it. Is it Wentwort is one of them. When you see the planet Wentwort, you know exactly what's going to happen on that planet. Now, these fleets max out to 30, so we have lost some ships in them, so we will reinforce them over time, but it's not a huge rush for us. So, this starbase here is actually building stuff. We're replacing the shipyard because we don't really need it there. Intellectual booty. Do we need more starbases at this point? Probably not. We'll take the pop speed growth.
They wish to speak with us.
Go away, criminal syndicate. We don't like you. So, primary things we're looking at the moment, we're reasonably well off for resources. We have met the Caravaneers. Greetings to you, Elysians, from the Racket Industrial Enterprise. We are brokers, dealmakers who have travelled the stars from Trade Station Tungle. Yeah, what are you going to sell us? Oh, I'm not really interested in Destroyer. I think in fleet terms, we're probably going to go with Corvette Swarm until we can build at least cruisers. We'll have a embassy with you. That's fine. So remember that Echoes of a Sublime, which is our other planet down here, is really our Forge world. This is our plan for this planet. It's just going to spam out all of our alloys. So there is peace elsewhere in the galaxy. You have finished there, so let's get you down to cement that in.
A system has been charted.
And we will carry on looking at these. Because it's worth it. Like, locking this stuff in is critical to us, because there is an L gate there, which is going to be mid to late game interestingness. What I'd really like to do is get our Empire sprawl back under control, and then start to get some science going on. Really push on science. That will be much easier to do once we've retrieved the relic world. So once we can colonize this relic world, we're going to have a lot easier time of that. And with that in mind, what we probably want to do is we will reorganize where all of our ships get built at some point. Let's get some Lycians going on, because we'll send them out to that world as soon as we've opened it up. So Admiral Wibbler here is moving in. Because remember, in this one you can actually ask to have your name put in the game. So Admiral Wibbler is going to go in here and deal with these guys. Green Star Dynasty have closed their borders to us. That's really actually the Athlid Council we could do with not hating us. They're not that far off an independence pact, so let's actually start improving relations with them. The pirate base, while fairly inconspicuous, is obvious when you know what to look for. A fleet in confused formation slowly drifts out from behind the repurposed mining complex. They are obviously not expecting company. Open comms. The captives need to be ready. Hello again, Grand Admiral. I take it Lycian ships are the cause of all this commotion. Our hosts seem about ready to leave their posts. Boarding this place would probably end badly for everyone involved, but if you attack the base directly, I think we can make a break for one of the lifeboats. Please not to try to blow us up on the way out. Yeah, just a bit. Well, I mean, we're kind of going with... So we're kind of going with a sort of hammerhead formation. Right, so apparently the Stagnant Ascendancy don't like us building a starbase there, which is fair enough, I can understand that. We're not strong enough to take them on, so we'll go... Filthy parasites, you have encroached upon our space for the last time. Withdraw immediately or we will cleanse the stain upon the universe that is your worthless existence. Alright, lads. Alright. No problem. Chill. Don't have a cow, man. Charge, Wibbler! Charge!
We grow ever stronger.
Get in there.
Fleet engaged. Get them on broadside.
Oh dear. Don't think we saved them. We gain a bit of an influence though, but we do gain a negative penalty. But, oh dear, how sad. The important thing is we opened up the route to that place there. So we can't build there, but that's fine.
Loots from enemy wrecks seized.
Yeah, I kind of assumed there is a random chance element to it. Right, you can go research that lot. Don't think there's anything else. You might as well go research whatever that's going on down there. Oh, that's the restoration project, which will take bloody ages, but is worth doing. So these, remember there used to be an empire down here, but it got blown up. So all we're really doing is just looking to see what your useful resources are around, if any. And if there are, we'll slap some stations down. Now I suspect if there are any, it's going to be in Septokar, because I'm pretty certain that's where the homeworld of the race that got destroyed was. Could really do with generating more influence, but that's mostly because we've got migration pacts and research agreements. We could arguably cancel that migration pact now, because we've got native species in there already. But we don't really need it. We don't need fortified border anymore. We're better off with capacity. It gives us more energy. So let's cancel break migration treaty. Yeah, it'd be really cool if it did, or it gave you like an event chain that was just like kind of find out what happened to them, that kind of thing. Right, we do have some space amoebas down there actually, so I think we should probably go deal with those space amoebas before we do anything else. How's our colony ship coming along?
Intellectual booty.
New hyperdrives. Moat harvesting would be nice. We are over our starbase capacity now because of us cancelling that, but I think we can probably... There's probably a starbase we can delete. Really don't want a destroyer. And we'll probably just stay over it for now, but... We are not going to be the Space Amoeba's best friends. We are going to have some Space Amoeba for dinner. So we need 13 more ships to fully reinforce, so we should get on that shortly.
Space charts updated.
So that's not a bad system, but it's not great either. Why aren't you happy? Are you biasing towards the wrong jobs? Oh no, you've just got general unhappiness. Have some hollow theatres, that'll sort you out.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Rip the local wildlife. Right, you do now definitely need to go repair somewhere.
We grow ever stronger.
That needs to get over that side of the galaxy and go build a starbase outpost there. Actually, before you go, build an observation post there, because that'll boost our science. So these chaps should go survey that. We need another name for a science planet. So this is going to be our science planet. So, going to be with that. And then, so we need, we need something kind of poetic for our name for our science planet. So what can our science planet be? So we've got Whispers of Home. We've got Echoes of the Sublime. So we want something that kind of talks of the future. Signals of Hope, I like that. There you go, Signals of Hope. And Zonahedron wants a fishy leader. Let's see if we've got fishy leaders available for naming. So we should at least have one scientist. I think our generals are all named, but... who's not too old? 65, 79, 57. Can we get a better scientist? Let's just double check. Well, no one's worse, but they're 36, so... Let's give you a fair innings. And you can be our fishy scientist in charge of that. So yeah, they're moving in closer. That's actually the Cyan United Systems.
System has been charted.
So we are probably going to want to build up a reasonable border against them. So actually the alliance of Chipoki, the Athlid Council that we thought stretch all the way down there, don't stretch all the way down there. It's actually these chaps. So once he's finished, we do want to move quickly to block in that point. This should get better the moment holotheaters are built. What do we vote? So that's the only one we really care about at the moment. But we also do need to build our fleets up. I'm not really seeing anything here that's worth pushing for. I know it means we've got a bit of an elongated border, but we've got a space station down there, so it's fine. Like, we knocked in the special resources.
We grow ever stronger.
Let's get you back over there and lock in these two. So that's off to colonize down there. Are going to want a science ship down that way. What science ships have we got left that aren't doing anything? Everyone's doing stuff, so that's fine then. Yeah, see, look, they're already locking that in anyway, because they've already got a construction ship there, so we might as well just call you back. We never got around to surveying that system, so let's survey that on the way through. So let's get our fleets back up to strength, just because we will have to go for these guys again at some point. Mostly becomes a question of whether we vassalize them or not. I mean, they're rapid breeders, conservationists and solitaries. They're not amazing. Short of just sharing a species name with us, there's not really a lot they've got going for them. You got upgrade as well. So I'm not that fussed about going further than this at the moment. We do need to push up to there, just to lock that in. Because then that'll lock that in as well. Are you in great physical pain, or is that your thinking expression? We just kicked your ass. I'd be nice to us if I were you, because we will do it again.
A system has been charted.
Oh yeah, I'm not really seeing anything there that's really massively worth reaching out for. I think I'd rather us start to look at pushing in this direction, as we are already over our cap. Whispers of Home has employment spaces. So we could, and probably should,
We grow ever stronger.
do that. Some more agricultural districts down. Reinforce the fleet. Yeah, so look, we definitely want that system.
Space charts updated.
Let's see if we want these two. 14 minerals is tasty. The hegemony of Arras has declared war on the devourers of jerk. Why not both, indeed? Really don't think we need defences on that. Oh, well, we will do. To be fair, we will do, because there is a natural wormhole there that we're going to need to defend, but those aren't... What happens if I upgrade them? Do they convert to our existing ones? I don't think they can they? Because they're... Somehow we captured it with defense platforms intact, which is just weird. I mean, sure, we want to be like that. Right, so we do need to reinforce our other fleet. We could actually just sell off some minerals and buy a ton of alloys. Sort the fleets out.
The fleet has been refitted.
Yeah, I mean, look, we got 2 stations there. We want both of those. So we are locking that in. Oh, we got a surprise asset. So that would be if we wanted to lock in... Yeah, close borders all you want. I'd quite like to have a non-aggression pact with these chaps, so I'm going to see if we can improve relations with them. Because otherwise we're going to have to build a big chunky station there. Let's... There's a lot of... Do we want missiles?
Colonial outpost. A system has been charted.
Let's go with armor. Agricultural district going down there. Signals of Hope is colonizing. They're happier. Still not amazingly happy though. It's because they got crime. Have we got a fucking thing on this world, or is it just that it was latent crime? Yeah, there's no criminal syndicate branch office. I think it was just latent crime. Due to the low stability. Yeah, it does feel strange when you start playing a game without dynastic mechanics, when you've been playing one with dynastic mechanics for so long. So, full strength, gradually building up to full strength.
We grow ever stronger.
So that needs upgrading because it will be a border post. I mean, if there's some space popes we can eat, we'll eat some space popes. This worries me though, we really need to get some new jobs down, but I need research as well. So let's go admin first. Signals of Hope is going to be a big research world when we can get it going, so... How are you doing on jobs? Yeah, you still got plenty of jobs. Anglers, pearl divers. That's a nice system, actually. We've got some rare crystals there.
Grow ever stronger.
We'll probably take that system, just because 5 energy is nice. We'll see. Reversing deep scan polarities. It's done! Miraculously, once our scientists installed the proper modifications. So we've restored the little species that went kind of... we accidentally made extinct down here. So that's quite nice.
Base charts updated.
Right, you might as well start building mining planets and working your way back up. This we probably do want to do. Let's go research some anomalies.
A system has been charted. Research.
So you go and see if there's anything useful in that system. That, because we want to start getting... I really want to tick our research up as quickly as possible. Because our research is quite low. Now, we're limited in that because we only have a small number of planets, but... we do need it to be better.
We grow ever stronger.
Form the Galactic Market is up next. We will vote for that. Now, we are actually probably going to hold off, unless that's really good, then we're going to hold off spending our influence. What? Why do our factions dislike us? You have a lot of demands. Why don't you like us, Admiral Wibbler and the Xeno Awareness Society? So they want Purges outlawed. I mean, these guys are just going to be hard to please. We could go passive study on alien worlds. I feel like they're going to be hard to please, whatever we do. Echoes of Sublime can upgrade. So first thing we want to do on here is we're probably going to want this to be an energy planet. So let's clear that Collapsed Spire as quickly as possible. No, wait, Collapsed Spire is the one that does... We want to clear the Shattered Solar Array first, I think. No, the Flooded Reactor Pits. Clear them out first. Master Shipwrights!
A system has been charted.
So let's move here just in case that does turn out to be a useful system. But it had to be a very useful system for us to spend influence on it right now. If you're doing that in CK3, you want to go for giant, cannibal, incestuous religion people. Like, really go all in on it. So, Ribeth Base can get gun. Let's start building this up, because we're probably going to need to be building it up. And they've got an equivalent fleet size. They're not that far off. It's very strong, so they would be useful warriors. They're non-adaptive. And they're decadent. Yes, we will buy that Cybrex artifact, definitely. We do like our Cybrex. So Howard's here is to a certain extent a bit of a redundant starbase now. Because it was formerly protecting our border. We can get rid of it completely when we do wipe these gents out. I just don't want to wipe them out until we've... Like, we could flog them. Like, we could turn them into slaves. What I kind of like the idea of doing is... like, go full Jewish exile on them.
A system has been charted.
So take their planets off them, sell most of them into slavery. But then maybe reseed one race of them out somewhere as a sort of client race somewhere. So we just dump them somewhere else in the galaxy where they can be useful to us. Because they are Lycians. Actually 11 is good, so let's build that. And you can excavate because you are actually an archaeologist. Right, we're back up. No crime. Back up to 58. What do we want else on this planet? Ooh, alien encounter.
We grow ever stronger.
See, they're wary. If we dump them up to being nicer to us, which we could just give them a bunch of stuff. Would you like a bunch of minerals? No. Would you like some energy credits? I quite like energy credits. We're going to get a new Grand Admiral. I'm not going to influence that election. Oh, it's just like amoebas or something. I don't think we're big toast eaters. I think we're more kind of squid type things. Big fans of like kelp. I suspect we're big kelp eaters.
We grow ever stronger.
Hail, there you go. All hail, Grand Admiral Fadron. Congratulations, you are now Grand Admiral of the Iron Songs Among Stars. Which does mean we have a fleet that needs a leader. Probably go with that. So we do have a name slot free. If anyone wants to cash it in, you are welcome to.
We are being contacted by aliens. They wish to speak with us.
Scorbut cashes in her leader. That means this is you. Admiral Scorbut. Should probably nab that one just before they do, just to avoid unnecessary Vortigor. Signals of Relic World needs that, and then we can build that. We definitely really need terraforming. In our mine and Tahara's multiplayer, I got terraforming ridiculously early. Oh, they're gonna take that. Oh, it's fine. I don't care. It's not that great. It's not like they can do anything else beyond it, and we can always get it off them later. I'm more concerned with getting that. So is there anything around here that we could do that's going to just make them like us a bit more in the meantime? If we can get them under 50, we could theoretically negotiate for a... What do you think about food? No, you're fine with food. You've got plenty of food. I'm not giving you any alloys. Actually, I could give you a ton of alloys.
We grow ever stronger.
So I'm generating good alloys. Right, so they're now cordial rather than wary. There we go, we're in range now, so...
Situation log.
We want to get that non-ag pact. I'm less worried about that. We would get a ton of energy for it though. And we are generating 3 influence again. Let's take that, which should give us enough then in likeness, and them liking us, to get a non-aggression pact. In the meantime, there is now the election for the galactic market going on, and we do actually want to see if we can get that. So we're going to boost our rating. He's got an adequate competing. That we can boost it again if we get a bit more credits. How are we looking at our minor relics? Actually, we should probably just sell some food. Yeah, it's just general workers' jobs are missing, so we'll do that. That means we can boost Whispers of Home again. Which gives us strong. I think it's worth doing the last one given the amount we've invested in it. We might as well go all in on this. Right, once we've got that up, I think if we can do it, we'll do it. But it is 300, so we might not get that. Yeah, I mean, if we get it, it's such a benefit because it'll give us 10% discount on any trades we do, which is ridiculously useful. That's on 0. Seriously, guys.
Intellectual booty.
Intellectual booty. Starbase capacity would be nice because we are over our starbase capacity. We're almost back under our empire speed. As the science ship approaches PO-112, a vast and time-worn door is revealed. Who would have built such a thing and why? Let's open it and find out. Who wouldn't open a door in a strange asteroid? There we go, form non-aggression pact. Way, so we got non-ag pact with these guys, which is good because it means we don't have to build that up much now. Like, we will build it up, but we don't have to build it up yet. So that's its housing problem sorted. We're going to get generator districts. We'll drop another generator district down. We will build admin offices and Halo theatres. When attempting to extract an item of interest from a pile of assorted bric-a-brac, Eshmanel's accidentally set in motion a junk avalanche. Buried underneath it, we discovered the sooty remains of a tiny rat-like creature cradling a bottle of swim bladder wash from a brand common on Whisper of Home, as if shielding it from harm. Among the clutter there was also a tiny chest with precious alien artifacts. So we've got some stuff. All in favour of stuff. Now we do need to generate some more consumer goods, which we could do if we could get another frickin' ocean world down. It's annoying that we can't build there because that is a nice blocking point, but we can at least block there, so it's not the end of the world. They're probably not going to let anyone through their empire, so... could be worse. Well spotted. North Science has indeed died. Carry on surveying that, please. FTL inhibitors! Yes, please. That stops people flying past our starbases when we're at war with them. Right, you go have a look around these places.
They wish to speak with us.
You carry on surveying around here. You need a leader. Carry on researching anomalies. Build mining stations. Build science stations before you head back, because then it's done. And then we'll get them collecting moats. Because everyone likes a moat. So, with exception of consumer goods, we're doing quite well. Like, we can buy consumer goods in off the market, so it's not the end of the world. I don't think any of these are arid planets. It's a tropical world. Yeah, buzzword standardization. Yeah. We're still not the biggest in galactic terms, but we do have a reasonably sized friend, and we have knocked down our most closest rival, so we're not in the end of the world. Asteroid Vault! Opening the vault has raised more questions than it has answered. Contained within it is an esoteric collection of items ranging from junk to what are possibly artifacts from a forgotten empire. Sorting through it all took some time, but we did find some useful items. Weather control systems and minor artifact 6, which is nice. A dead scientist! Put you in charge there. What's weather control systems when it's at home?
We grow ever stronger.
Oh, city district housing. Yeah, okay.
A system has been charted.
We do need to proactively leverage opportunities to collaborate with stakeholders, as one always needs to. Right, so that is finished, so excavate that one. So they've now got the next level of starbases, which is mildly annoying. So it might be time to knock these fleets up to size 40. And we'll disband those raider classes.
We grow ever stronger.
We grow ever stronger. So this is potentially good news. Weirdly. So where are they hanging around? Where are the marauders? They're down there. Because we can hire leaders from these chaps. And they are quite good leaders. But we won't do it yet, but when our current batch of admirals dies, we will probably do that. So these are anchorages, and they're set up as anchorages. We've got good fleet capacity. Very good fleet capacity. We get a lot of benefit from that, and they don't get a lot. I kind of feel like we would do it. It's going to eat into our influence, but it's going to speed up our tech, and we are playing catch up on tech. We are under our empire sprawl at the moment, but I don't think we really want that to be... We want that to be a research tech world. So, hollow theatres are dropping, then give me another district. While excavating the ruins on Ushkarian, Eshmulines recently vanished without a trace. Wow, okay. Random scientist death. That was annoying because he was quite good at the old investigating stuff. Right, who isn't doing anything? You're not doing anything. Put some research stations down. You are not doing anything. Go stick some mining stations down. You are not doing anything. Go investigate that place. Oh, Grand Admiral Thadran got a trait. Always nice. You go survey there. Right, I think we're definitely taking... Oh man, we need terrestrial sculpting before we can take that. That's annoying. We might not pick our Ascensions perk yet then, because I really want... hydrocentric. Allows the construction of ice mining stations on star bases, which enable the expand planetary sea decision on ocean worlds. And we gain 50% greater benefits for living on ocean worlds. Unlocks the Deluge Colossus weapon. Right, now that we're back under our cap, Imperial Prerogative isn't as useful to us. So I think, chat, remind me, when we get terraforming, that we need...
We grow ever stronger.
We need to pick our hydrocentric.
Space charts updated.
might as well go survey that system at least.
Research complete.
Starholds would be nice. Let's just close that one off. That's lost a Starholds, which is annoying. Let's take the research boost.
We grow ever stronger.
We'll upgrade the fleets before we expand them again. Actually, we might as well reinforce them.
Intellectual booty.
That's nice of them. They've discovered an archaeology site for us. Right, that puts us back under our cap. Claim influence and war exhaustion game or fleet command. Let's take fleet command. Yes, we got the galactic market. That's great news. So that gives us market fee minus 10%, which means we can now start just expanding these out. Yeah, you can have an embassy. Keep digging in the dead lands. Well, the nice thing is, it means we can now trade in slaves. So we can keep an eye out for interesting slaves to buy. So like, do we want, say, the Texavians here, who are very strong, give us a bunch of minerals, natural engineers. They're deviants though, and they're unruly. I mean, a Stellaris race of middle managers is basically what Taharis plays every single time he plays. Don't know if he's still in chat, but that's essentially what he plays. It's the Swedish race. Yeah, we are churning through luxury goods these days, and we should really do something about that. I mean, we can trade plenty for them at the moment. What we need is another agricultural world, because we generate consumer goods from agricultural stuff.
The fleet has been refitted. We grow ever stronger.
We grow ever
System
stronger.
has been charted.
So we are doing a massive naval flip out. Yeah, the main problem is that slaves sell really quickly. Now, if I was running this on normal, we'd have a bit more time. I'm not. So, for example, the racket there. So if we had a tomb world in the system, they'd be an incredibly useful thing to get, because they're also psionic. Like, they have a whole bunch of negatives, we could remove them over time. And their trade value from jobs boost is pretty impressive. I mean, they get 60% habitability on ocean worlds. Speaking of, Whispers of Home is actually out of jobs, so let's Another couple of them. I don't think we have any tomb worlds in our space, so no, we don't. What we really want to keep an eye on is there actually any other useful aquatic species? So we've got the athelids, who are ocean preference, quick learners, and conservationists. So they wouldn't be the end of the world in terms of having. Got the bavir here, who are also ocean preference and are industrialists. Not really seeing anyone else who's massively worth having. So you've got the Miltron. We have higher leader caps. And that's about it. The Tendrakian. They have ocean preference, they're intelligent, they're natural engineers, and they use less housing. They're unruly, but you can deal with that. Yeah, they don't exist though, so I wonder what happened there. And you got the Zuri here if we ever want to go habitats, but they don't exist either. Oh no, they exist somewhere. It just means we don't know where they are. We know of them, we just don't know particularly where they are.
Space charts updated.
Some shardlings there we should just go deal with.
We grow ever stronger.
We'll go deal with them once the fleet's good. Right, that is planetary FTL inhibitors, which is great. Give me research station output. Our research is climbing nicely now. Right, you might as well go and research the signs of Cyberx activity down there. Assuming you're done, go resurvey that system. How are you looking on jobs? Still one job there and still a bunch of minor jobs, so you're fine. Signals of hope. Why are you unhappy?
They wish to speak with us.
No, you're not filling the worker jobs yet, or these jobs. It's because they're all sitting in the research jobs. That should even out a bit as they move around.
We grow ever stronger.
Do we want a defensive pact with the Sin United Systems? I don't think we do. We've already got a defensive pact with the Karabna Imperium. And they're only equivalent to us. So it would just cost us influence. Right, let's buy ourselves some consumer goods. Because we are consuming them at a voracious pace. That's basically give us 10 years worth of consumer goods, so we're fine. So these ships have almost updated. And is that our full fleet? That's a full fleet, so we'll send them after the shardlings.
Ships ready for action.
So you lot go after the shardlings. So who's commanding that? Well, Wibbler's commanding that, but let's put Scorbit in charge of that one so she can get blooded. And we'll put Wibbler in charge of that fleet.
Charts updated.
So 767 to finish reinforcing that. Not a problem. Good news is these chaps are rival to us, so none of the people we like should guarantee them. We should send the fleet out, that fleet, to deal with them when we get a chance. Admiral Scorbut has founded a faction. The Conclave of the Sacrosanct. So you want robot workers, a secular state. You dislike us having a secular state. You want us to be religious. You'd like us to be psionic. Well, so would I. No, we're fine. I'm sure you're lovely people, but we don't need you. Right, rip that fleet.
We grow ever stronger.
We need these jobs to start filling. Right, they're filling the scientist ones. Fill them first.
Ledger of situations.
We have found an ancient Cybrex base.
Special project is finished.
And we recovered a Cybrex artifact. Research project and system. Anything you can do around here? Go survey that. We would like the dark matter when we find it.
A system has been charted.
So, construction ship, build mining stations. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking on phones these days, I tend to go, once you're at 250, you're probably fine unless you're downloading and storing every single bit of music you own onto it. Okay, you're going to take... Depends on how much kind of video you take as well. If you're a like avid mobile video person, then yeah. If you're not, it doesn't really matter.
Research complete. Ever stronger.
Physics research. Let's boost research again. Using sonar mapping to plot out the vast subterranean network. It eventually became evident that all the caves are interconnected. We have uncovered a massive web of tunnels that crisscrosses the entire surface of the world. Keep digging. Another Cybrex artifact. How are we doing on... Oh, I was going to say, have we got enough to find the home system yet? Now, where is that? Oh, shit. We need to get that quick. Oh no, we'll be alright, because it's our wussy neighbours. You have no orders and are on nearest science ship. It's going to be quicker if we build a new science ship. That does mean we need a construction ship there, so get there fast. So it's a good job we did take that system off the minute in the war. I assume that we don't have a truce with these people anymore.
Research complete.
We may well do. We may well do. Terraforming! Terrestrial sculpting, that's what we want. 30 months. Get in. Start banking the cash. Let's have a look under society management, isn't it? Relics. 44, so we're not far off. We're not far off. And we've got 2 still active. We've got 3 active archaeology sites, so we'll get there quick enough. This will definitely take in 30 months now. Right, you get a leader. Oh, actually, you don't need to recruit because you should have one free. Yeah, there you go. Get down there.
Space charts updated.
As soon as you finish that, we're shipping you over to there.
We grow ever stronger.
Now, I'm not sure what ruined world this one is, so I'm not entirely convinced we want to be digging that yet. Normally we'll get at least one thing out of it. So we'll hope we get one thing out of it. So we're over our cap again, but not by much. So we need to get another planet of oh, we met the curators. Brilliant. Where are the curators? Curators! Can you aid us in our research? Yes, give us research speed plus 10%. Absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, what harm ever came from digging up an abandoned relic world? You know, the planet's literally like an abandoned ecumenopolis. Nothing possibly bad could lurk under all of that. Absolutely nothing bad can happen. So researcher jobs are filling up. Got plenty of worker jobs. We should actually, we have not put these into sectors, which is a bit of an oversight.
Not so special now.
The Cybrex Central Nexus. It would seem that the Cybrex re-evaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point in its 17th year. Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their networked consensus, we may never know. But for whatever reason, the Cybrex decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for nearly a century, until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system, where they had constructed a massive ring world designed to hold their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia, until an independent explorer chanced upon the system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighbouring powers to organise a massive military expedition, which bombarded the Cybrex ringworld into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrex seemed to have offered no resistance whatsoever. So we gain another 10 artifacts, which is perfect. We gain a ton of unity. We gain engineering research gained, and energy credits, ton of energy credits, and we unlock the minor Cybrex, and we get, once we colonize that system, and once we've got it, we get an abandoned ruined ring section. And we can activate Cybrex Warforge, which costs us 10,000 minerals, 150 influence, and gives us 5,000 alloys and monthly alloy fee. Easily the best resource.
Intellectual booty.
Let's do Secrets of the Cybrex as well. Intellectual booty. Research alternatives, more useful. 18 months until we get terraforming. The warriors are threatening to raid us if we don't do something to them. Have some food. Right, what do we want next? I'm thinking diplomacy. Because it would mean we could shove the extra envoy into stuff. Which would be useful. No, we haven't taken Discovery yet, because we had to go expansion early, so we want Discovery. That's one of the reasons our science isn't as good as it can be, because we've not taken Discovery yet. We need a governor. And ideally we need a science governor. There we go, science governor. And then this planet can have probably just go with that governor. Yeah, mega engineering is really nice. Right, we can easily reinforce our fleet now. Do a bit of espionage.
Research complete.
Ooh, there's an L-gate in sight there. We really want starholds, and we do kind of need to go to destroyers, but I think we kind of can't turn our backs on an L-gate in sight. Right, your construction ship's not building. Go build that, because that's got moats. Some wars going on elsewhere in the galaxy. Yeah, can you survey that system, please? You can now go do that. Oh no, someone else is excavating that one already. You go expect that one. So 7 months until terraforming. Come on, the terraforming. Now, we are well set for alloys for a while now. There's not much else in the short term that we want to spend influence on. A single worm-like creature of gargantuan proportions is responsible for the tunnels dug, or rather eaten, through the crust of Ushikarian 3. The process is slowing down, most likely because the giant worm is slowly starving. It is responsible for the dead vegetation. Once it fed by burrowing close to the surface and excreting an enzyme that broke down organic matter, which seeped into the soil to nourish the beast. The worm is not indigenous to Ushikaran 3, and as yet we have no clue how it ended up on the planet. Sandworms. We need a governor. That would be a good governor for you.
Technology secured.
Terraforming! Yay! Right, gimme crime and amenities down. And now we should be able to take hydrocentric. No longer shall we settle for good enough replacements for our oceanic abodes. No planet shall be deemed fit for colonization until it has been thoroughly inundated. Ocean terraforming cost minus 25%, and we can do ice mining stations. We came from the ocean. Our species evolved to be ideally suited to living in the depths of the seas. Even as we take to the stars, we have not abandoned our roots. The water is and shall always be our home. Now our evolution is complete. No longer shall we adapt ourselves to living elsewhere, rather than shaping worlds and suit our needs. As we greet the warmth of a new day, we know that nothing need part us from the ocean ever again. Well, we have to remove the people from it. The alternate to that is if we control the planet and there is another terraforming tech you can get which allows you to colonize planets that are already owned. I have a sneaking suspicion that the Deluge Colossus weapon, when we unlock it, will allow us to essentially just flood populated worlds as an attack, as a weapon, which will be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So 3 more influence and then we can build a starbase there. You should now actually go here and assist research. So that give that place a 10% boost to its research levels as well. So you build that once we can do that. Oh, we need to terraform. Let's find our suitable terraforming worlds. Right, 23 size. That's perfect. That'll do nicely. So where is Eurogralia 3? There it is. Terraform. Make me an ocean world. Only 15. 15. That's ridiculous. Terraform. Let's terraform some more planets. We're going to want a new money world, so that will definitely be a new money world. So that's Ridgeon 3. It's become a terraform into an ocean world. That's probably enough to start with. Although we always need more mining worlds if we're going to churn out a lot of alloys. Yeah, so we could turn Eugralia 3 actually into another mining world, or Ridgeon 3. If we did that, we'd make Nethupia our ag world. Maybe we make Nethupia our ag world. Where's Nethupia? Right, Nethupia first. That's our ag world. Then Euraglia is a mining world. And Ridgeon is a generator planet.
We grow ever stronger.
Now I still think we want to take these planets off of these gents. So we could sell the whole race into slavery. So that's a size 20. And that is, well, that's a size 13. We might let them keep that in the short term and just sell them all into slavery off of tallow. Maybe we should consider going to war for tallow. You have to call the Colossus après moi, obviously. Oh, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible little energy planet, so we'll probably turn that into an energy planet at some point. What I'd really like is the tech to terraform planets that we're already on, because abandoning planets costs influence. Remembering that we've got a ring world there as well. Whispers of Home, another energy district. Research alternatives increased by 1. It's more useful at the moment. Massive dilapidated structures cover the entire surface of this world. At one time this city planet must have been home to billions, but now it is empty. Whoever lived here must have left clues about what happened to them, but finding them required a decent, detailed examination of the surface. Do it. Do it now. Loads of research alternatives. Give me... specialized computers. 12 months. Nice. So we said that's our first one we want down, because that's... So let's get... Because they take a bit of time to build. Once it's finished all of that chain, give us a couple of colony ships. So nice having that Cybrex, because it just means we're so banked for alloys. An extensive analysis of hundreds of canals on the planet's surface has been carried out. It is evident the intricate canal grid is not formed by any naturally occurring geological process. It has been dug with deliberate intent. Denvek, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. You are too kind, sir. Or madam. So we've got a bunch of artifacts for that. We are almost out of consumer goods again. If we sell 1,000 food,
We grow ever stronger.
get another 2,500 of them. That'll cover us for now. I think you've got to assume that we can take these. I mean, if someone wants to do the maths on how big that fleet is, feel free. But I reckon both of our fleets could take this. How big's the frickin' starbase? Let me see how big the starbase is. $2.2k. So we barrel into there. That's 4.1k.
Intellectual booty.
Intellectual booty. Give us some gases. Further scans of the planet's surface picked up a single artificial structure. It appears to be old, abandoned, science outpost of alien design, and it stands alone in a desert of dust and ash. Speculatively translated research logs speak of a biological terror weapon, one that lies dormant in the soil of a planet until activated. It then begins to consume the whole ecosystem with devastating speed. The unfortunate beings living here see their once verdant home turn inexorably into a lifeless desolation. One accept is particularly ominous. The lava seeding project is on schedule, and soon most of the known habitable planets in the galaxy will have a sleeper. Well, that's worrying.
Technology secured.
Probably actually colony development speed, because we're about to dump down a whole ton of colonies. It's not often I actually take that tech, to be honest. Right, upgrade all of those. You're getting your extra ships. We do really need to sort out our star bases after this. Right, we've filled all the research jobs, but they're still filling out the others, so we'll let them fill out the others before we start building extra things on here. Yeah, like, I mean, like, how big is that fleet? I'll tell you what, chat, you work out how big that fleet is. I'm going to go and check and see if Little Stray Kitty is hanging around for dinner. So you have a quick look. Someone do the maths on how many ships there is in that fleet. What's that fleet strength? That's your challenge, chat, and I will be back in a... Well, there is indeed a little stray kitty down there. She was sitting happily on the kitchen chair, just having a bit of a sit, and I think she's been there pretty much since I started streaming, which is great news. She kind of got up and sat warily by the door when I came down and in. So what I kind of did was put some more food down for her, and then managed to grab a bottle of Chateau Neuf de Pape and step slowly out of the room. So excuse me while I open a bottle of Chateau Neuf de Pape. And let me flip you back to main while we do that. About 5,200. Okay, well we can take that. We can absolutely take that. Particularly if we've discovered the stuff that we can apply bonuses with. Because we can boost our fleets up. Plus remember we are a naval race. So we get a bunch, and we've got supremacy, so we get a bunch of fire bonuses and we do extra damage against space stations. Fancy Monday wine. Fancy wine in general. I do like my wine. This is one of the things where kind of definitely, as I've got older, I've gotten more into just good wines. There is a taste difference. Once you graduate beyond the university level, what's good for a fiver? Like, I'm not into kind of super expensive wines, because I think once you get beyond about 30 quid, you don't really taste of a difference. So this is, I'll show you it to you. Yeah, it's now open. So this is a 2020 Chateau Neuf de Pape. Retails about 25 quid, I think. But like, I'll have one glass of this tonight, and then I'll probably just switch to a cheap kind of £10 bottle of red. But then over the next few nights, I'll drink the rest of this bottle of the Chateau Neuf. Like, have a glass a night, properly enjoy it. Yeah, probably twice that in Sweden. But I've also started opening my Port Advent calendar. So the Port Advent calendar is going to do me nicely. So I'll have some port later this evening, once the wife gets home. Just let her know the cat was still there. Which is great news, basically. Really good news. Okay. Well, there you go. Get yourself some good wine. So we're going to have combined 8k. Probably not going to be able to pull anyone else into the war. Don't need chemical bliss. Food processing centres would be nice. But I mean, that just in a general boost would be really good. Let's take that.
You wish to speak with us?
What we should actually do, because the other thing the nice thing about discovering the Cybrex is we can recruit Cybrex warforms, which are basically just giant robots that walk around murdering everything. They're equivalent to 4 or 5 armies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have 5 warforms that we can always back up with basic warriors. Well, feel free to buy it and send it to me. Because they are expensive to keep in the field, and we're not going to want to dismiss them once we've got them. Right, so 2 fleets will be upgrading. But I assume, yeah, we really need to sort out our star bases. So there's no point command staying as our shipbuilding hub. It's pointless having it as our shipbuilding hub. If anything, Howells is probably a better place for a shipbuilding hub. Or possibly even Weimar. No, let's go Howells, because it does restrict access still, doesn't it? No, everything can still come through there. We don't really have a natural choke point in this area, so I think we do go Weimar. We're going to need to beef up the wormhole station. Oh yeah, you make lots of friends in Scandinavian countries by taking stuff in. Before they nerfed the recipe slightly, my one that I used to take to D, a mate of mine and Tahara's, was I used to be her her drug mule. But drugs in the sense of Lemsip. Because UK Lemsip used to be much stronger than Scandinavian Lemsip. I think they've nerfed Lemsip in the UK now as well. But she'd be like, bring me Lemsip. I need Lemsip. Right. This is almost done. So we're going to send a colony ship there. Oh hey, look, a wild bot appears. Let's block you, shall we? Report, spam, bot, block, close, done. So chat, you need to start thinking about what we call our ocean world. That is about producing fishes. It's all about the fishing. So we need a kind of musical or poetic name similar to our other planets. So our other planets are Signals of Hope, Echoes of the Sublime, and Whisper of Home. So you want names similar in kind of sound and flow to those. So have a think. More findings from the excavation site on Ridgeon 4 have come in, and with them a new theory for the origin of the trench network. Millennia ago, the planet was beset by an invading extraterrestrial organism, best described as a huge snail-like creature the size of a city. It roamed with impunity, scouring the surface clean of all organic matter it touched. The trenches were dug out by the indigenous population of diminutive mustelid-like humanoids in order to either escape the snail's onslaught or to try and attack its vulnerable underbelly. By the extent of this excavation, this trench war must have gone on for generations, perhaps centuries. There are no indications the local population survived the crisis, nor are there any remains of the behemoth that devoured them. A grim fate indeed. So we gain the research option combat training, and we get the modern trench war modifier giving the following effects. Defense army health plus 20. Nice. Dreams of Plenitude's good. I like Dreams of Plenitude. So you need to get down to there. Next one we're going to colonise was that one, and that one we're going to turn to a mining world, weren't we? So Howells was eventually going to be an energy, but it's quite a small planet. And that's going to be an energy, but it's a slightly bigger planet. So the next colony ship should probably just go straight there. Wormhole up there, so... Interesting, it looks like they've managed to reach all the way around there, so we will have a problem with the Sin United Systems at some point. We will have to deal with them.
Research complete.
We can do improved production, more naval capacity. We are on the verge of maxing out our naval capacity, so that's good, but blockers is normally the best thing to take. Combat training we can just take. 30 months on that for the boosts is ridiculously good, so let's take that. Maybe they have discovered wormholes. It's entirely possible that you're right. We are at the point in the game when wormhole discovery becomes a thing. So that is possible. Right, I think actually we're going to go for the mineral planet first. Let's get down there. Terraforming on Nathupia has finished faster than initially estimated, which has left our terraforming specialists with time to experiment, and the results are impressive. The planet's natural traits have been enhanced to be both aesthetically pleasing and utilitarian. Amenities plus 10. Or we can give it happiness plus 5% and immigration pool. I'll give it amenities plus 10. We've not only succeeded in terraforming Euroglia 3, but we have done something even better. During the final stretch of the process, our terraforming specialists managed to make it a perfect home for our local fauna, creating a planet eerily similar to Whisper of Home. So we could give it habitability plus 20% and immigration pool. Alright, we can do the same thing, but we're not going to call it Whispers of Home 2 though. It's not like a sequel. Hey look, I don't mind if my terraformers do that. After much fruitless sifting through the ruins, a number of clues directed our search towards remains of a kind of planetary data processing and storage center. If we can find a way to gain access to whatever records remain, they will be invaluable. Now, I'm getting wary about this investigation here, so just preemptively... do that. What do we want to unlock? We probably do want to unlock Starholds, because we are massively overdue, but we're going to go destroyers first. And shields. So the good news is we can colonize these systems at any time. But these, they are pushing in our direction with this. But we are about to unlock stuff that would allow us to upgrade this. Admiral Wibbler has new skills. I think Weemoil is... we upgrade and turn into our new master shipyard. That needs General Troutbridge back in charge.
We grow ever stronger.
We also need to make a claim against Tallow, because that is the planet we are planning on taking in our next war. Right, so what was our food planet going to be called? So we've got Dreams of Plenitude and Deeps of Plenty. I think Dreams of Plenitude is good. Let's go with Dreams of Plenitude. We'll wait for the colony ship to get there first. Need a new scientist. None of those are really beneficial to us. Hey, curators, do you want to sell us a scientist? Ah, we need more opinion. We've only got 20. Let's not do that yet, then let's just recruit. Really matter who. None of them give benefits. Good evening, Kilmatronics. So that ship will be there to build that colony relatively soon. We should activate that again for the obscene amount of alloys. I mean, we should activate that the moment we can, every time. Whispers of Home needs more jobs. How is everywhere else looking for jobs? Echoes of the Sublime is going to need some more jobs soon. So give me another industrial district. Signals of Hope. Plenty of jobs. Stabilize the ruins.
We grow ever stronger.
So how are our ship... Right, that's built. So you need to give me 2 shipyards and some crew quarters, because we'll rebase all of our fleets there. Which means we can move this from having a shipyard to having 2 trade hubs. This needs to be an ice mining station, which unlocks the expand planetary sea decision on ocean worlds. So let's do that, see what that does. Because I'm going to assume it's going to be awesome. So our war forms are still building. They take a while. Which is fine. The Olivier salad. Sounds fancy. Right, let's get our colonies down. So this one was going to be Dreams of Plenitude, wasn't it? Unlocks Clone Army. Do we want a clone army? Do we feel like a clone army is in character? So we're just sending in giant robots and clones. I feel like we'd be better off getting planetary capital. Right, colonize planet. Dreams of plenty. This planet is another mineral world for us. So we need something for this ocean world that kind of sums up digging and extracting and minerals and mining and all of that kind of thing. So give me a nice kind of poetic, this style of name, echoes of, signals of, whisper of, kind of name for our mining world. And then the first thing this will build with its brand spanking new shipyard is another colonial ship, so we're ready to drop one on there.
Establishing a new colonial.
Yeah, I think the first word, it's going to be like, It's almost like the sound bit is the first bit, and then it's almost like the first world has to be a reference to music or sound or something. And then the second world, or like concepts or thoughts. And then the second world has to sum up with the activity. Yeah, Reflections in Blue Steel's not bad. Once we found an entrance to the data center. Let's pause this. Pause. We would like to extend the deal. Once we found an entrance to the data center and forced passage through the wreckage, it was a surprisingly easy task to reactivate and interface with the computer systems. Self-repairing circuits and learning algorithms quickly came online to restore limited functionality and communicate with our own computers. The cause for this burst of activity quickly became clear. Signals of Hope was once the capital of a machine empire known as the Omni Codex, named for their driving purpose. The Omni were a hybrid of robots and cyborgs who had attempted to assimilate samples of all biological life in the galaxy, in order to prevent their extinction in the face of an unknown galactic calamity. From the records which survive, we gather that this course of action was not popular among the other galactic powers of their era. The Omni were eventually defeated in a joint campaign conducted by several of these empires. Before their downfall, the Omni managed to sample a great deal of races, and much work was put into developing a device capable of recreating them if the need should ever arise. This device, the Omni Codex proper, is apparently stored somewhere nearby. Interesting. Interesting. So that gives us Destroyer. I'm kind of tempted to go straight to Cruiser because we can do a massive fleet upgrade. But we should probably take rare crystals first. Actually, Betharian power plant's really nice. Because that just gives you an insane amount of energy production. Exaltation of Stone, I like that a lot. Harmonies of Minerals is good. Reflections of Blue Steel I like. I think Reflections is one to come back to. Definitely keep Reflections in mind. Because this is going to need to be an economy planet, so it might be an option for that planet. Let's get another 2,500 of them. But for our mining world, I do definitely like... Yeah, Betharian power plant is just one planet with that rare feature though. Yeah, but, you know, it's still great. So this was going to be Exaltation of Stone. Bavarian power plant is definitely a sex move. It's either a sex move or it's a wrestling move. It's one or the other. So we've got shields.
A new colony is underway.
We have a governor of super logistics, a skill 3 governor. Yeah, fine. For that amount of money, it's fine. Let's have a look at them. They are psychic. They do administrative capacity and they give building upkeep lower. That's pretty decent. Dirk, son of Sargu. Remember, you can cash in to get names, so someone might want to be small ratty Dirk here. I think we will save him for the Ridgeon sector. And he can be the guy in charge of the Ridgeon sector. We've also got this planet, which we're going to turn into a little energy world as well. I think we probably want more energy credits at this point. Because we are about to massively inflate the navy. We need star holds, basically. When we can get star holds, we're behind the curve on star holds. That's fine. Right. Upgrade ships. You do not need another 4 ships. Upgrade. So at least we've got 2 upgrade things going on now. Right, I assume that we have now built and therefore got... Right, well firstly, Whispers of Homes has someone unhappy, so we do need to build another one of them. We're actually running out of districts on them. There. Decisions. I'm not seeing... Is it still building? Oh man, yeah, that takes a while. Okay. Right, I'm less worried now that that is actually going to attack us, because we got the on the Codex event, so probably alright.
We grow ever stronger.
We grow ever stronger.
Ships ready for action.
You get over to there, because that's our next target.
We grow ever stronger.
So the fleet under Scorbit is fully upgraded. So let's send them out to deal with them. Does Captain start specialising? Is that a bad thing? No, it kind of does. So we're specialising. We're going to start reducing mining districts and putting them into energy and into agriculture. And we'll gradually over time lose the industrials as well. We need more amenities in the short term though. I mean, this is a size 67 planet. It's worth remembering that. It is fucking huge.
Intellectual booty.
We're losing 38 consumer goods a turn at the moment, which is not great. Civic slots would be nice.
A new port.
Probably take that over Fleet Academy Logistics at the moment, because Fleet Academy Logistics isn't great until you've got star holds anyway, because we haven't got the naval capacity to exploit it. Do feel like we might need to go for these guys soon.
We grow ever stronger.
Sooner rather than later, I think. Right, star holds. Now we're cooking. Because then we can upgrade all our star bases and do cool things. That can upgrade. Doubt the rest of them are ready. Dreams of Plenty is built. Get 2 of them down. Get a Betharian power plant down. And get a city district down.
We grow ever stronger.
Yeah, we're not overly blessed with influence at the moment. Right, they're not going to last long against Team Scorbut. There we go. Team Scorbut does it without even losing a ship.
Been founded.
Exaltation of Stone is also down. You are going to take 2 mining districts. You will give us an admin office, and then you'll build a district. More energy. Give me more science. More science. I tend to start replacing the buildings with pure admin and commerce as the city blocks go up. Yeah, I mean, we are absolutely turning Whispers of Home into our commerce capital. Like, that is what it's going to be. I want to see what this ice planet thing does, though. Can we take it yet? Expand the planetary sea. The planet size of Whisper of Home will go up 1. Nice. Ice will be harvested from a system with an ice mining station on the starbase. Oh, I see. So it uses ice in the surrounding system to up the planet size by 1. That's quite cool. It's going to get the Marvellous for that. We might need to build temporary Halo theatres. Something else that generates... Oh yeah, commerce zones generate amenities, don't they? So actually we want that. Let's get that down. The Omnicodex has been unearthed. This unique device contains the genetic sequence of every race that the Omni were able to sample and we can recreate them using only basic elements as raw materials. Unfortunately, it seems the Omni did not have time to perfect it before meeting their annihilation, so there's no means of selecting which of the many sampled races. I absolutely love this. It basically allows you to create random races, which is super cool. So we now have under relics, is it? The Omnicodex. For 150, it spawns pops from an extinct species on one of your planets, which is super cool. I don't want to activate that though until we've discovered the thing that allows us to genetically shift the natural world that a race settles on. Yeah, exactly. We want some gene editing in place, basically. Right, new planet name time. So this is another economy world. This is an energy planet. So, what's our energy world called, chat? We need an energy name for this. Following the same format as our other names. But what are we calling it? Answers on a metaphorical postcard. I mean, power does make sense for the second part. Don't use commercial zones for amenities. Hollow theatres give you all the amenities that you need, plus unity and social research. I'll totally, completely agree, but what I will actually do... Oh, hello, Kitty. Is when it's relevant to... When it's the right time, I'm going to upgrade that hollow theatre. And that will actually do it. And then... But I want the commerce zones on there anyway, so given that we're only slightly down on amenities, I'm sort of gambling that we'll get the upgrade hollow theatre research that we can then do to bring it back into amenities, and we'll acquire the commerce place. So if I wasn't already planning on building a commerce place on there, yeah, you're absolutely right. Right, I'm going to take this cat back next door so that he actually goes next door without bothering little stray kitty. So give me 2 seconds and I will be back. We will go with Symphony of Power. I think I like that best. If I actually click into the right screen. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully, not my cat vaguely stays next door, rather than just running all the way around and coming back through my patio door again, because little stray kitty is still sitting on the chair downstairs. She has been there for a long time, which is good news. Very good news. Right, we could start doing Secrets of the Cybrex. Yeah, we are bleeding consumer goods. I mean, we might want to consider putting a consumer goods planet down, and that wouldn't be a bad place to do it. So that might be the place we want to do it.
Colonial outpost.
Unless there's a bigger planet around that we could do it on. The other option is we really go to town and have a second world with lots of anglers on it.
They wish to speak with us.
Right, Howard's isn't really achieving much. Oh, right. So this was going to be... I mean, I think this has just nominated itself as another energy world, hasn't it? Because we're going to get another 2 energy districts down there. Mike should be on, hopefully. There's no point giving it more energy districts. Yeah, as far as I can tell, my mic is on. Let's do the old check again. Say yes if you can hear me, chat. Good stuff. We could use more energy districts. So that has now just become an energy world. Does that mean we repurpose? Yeah, we probably do. Right, this needs renaming. The other one is going to be Symphony of Power. That's just become an energy world. So this is going to be called Symphony of Power. Which means... Skill 3 Governor? Yeah, fine. Doing well for governors now. Trade value plus 10 and pop consumer goods upkeep minus 10. That is really good. Someone, if you want to be in the game and be named, that's the person you want to get named. Is that governor? Because that governor is boss, and he's absolutely going here. Because given that we got 63 pops on here, who are currently consuming a ton of stuff, we're going to need a crime person on here soon. So we're going to need some anti-crime before that gets too bad. We can still do that when we need to. Small cutting layer iron thrusters and medium cutting laser, whatever. You need to go and research projects in the system. You can build research stations. So yeah, so this needs renaming. It's going to be an angling world. So we need... Have a think while I sort out Pyrrhic Penguin to be that governor. We need a name that captures oceans and fishing and that kind of thing. Well, we've used... I like the bait bit, but we've used symphony now already, so we need a different thing to symphony. Oh no, let me rename you. I'm basically testing how good you are at coming up with different words for singing and whispering and stuff like that. Pyrrhic Penguin. The world's greatest governor. Dreaming shoals is close. I like shoals. Keep shoals and think of a different word other than dreaming. Because it needs to be something of, or something of the. And we've kind of used dreams already. But I'm very much liking the shoals part. So keep the shoals. And give us something else. We will research that, because it might turn out to give us some tech. Rhythm of the shoals. I like that. That's good. It's like the rhythm of the night, but with fish. Does require me to spell rhythm, though. Which is that, I think. It's crazy how much that's collectively kicked our stuff. Physio Pilates moves are murder. They are indeed. I highly recommend if you need to do Pilates, physio and yoga stuff, I highly recommend DDP yoga, Diamond Dallas Page yoga. Absolutely brilliant. It's essentially a combo of yoga and physiotherapy that he came up with for wrestlers, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, so we've got good planets down. Final bit of fleet reinforcement. We're doing a bit of exploring over here to see if there's anything worth just boosting out that way. I don't think we want any more planets down at the moment.
We grow ever stronger.
So I think we're fine for planets, because we're going to go massively over this until we get our consumer goods back under control. We're kind of building for the future here, because it's going to take a while for these worlds to get up to speed, but then we will start getting big very fast. Commercial zones are being built. Crime is back down to 0 because we've got amenities again, so that's fine.
Research complete.
Starholds. Okay, let's... We can go straight to Star Fortresses. Oh man, that's an annoying one. Right, this is an event chain where everyone starts going a bit feral. That was on Dreams of Plenty, wasn't it? Gonna stick some armies on there, because that is essentially like there's some weird mushrooms or something that fuck with your people. I think it's something like that, isn't it? It's like mushrooms. Like a fungal infection type thing. And there's a risk you get like a revolt on the planet that you then need to put down. Yeah, look, there you go. I mean, it is basically fever dreams of plenty at the moment, you're right. Right, we can now completely reconfigure all of this. So that needs to get upgraded and we'll give it an off-world trade thing. What this does mean is we're going to start needing to protect these trade routes because you can see we're starting to get a risk of piracy. Now, Mizam and Feralian. So this is currently an anchorage. We'll upgrade that. We're going to give that... Really need anything from there? No. That is theoretically a frontline station, so we should upgrade it. Weimar will upgrade. That we need to upgrade because it's a defensive station. However, I think what we do... I think we demolish that one. So we downgrade that. And then we upgrade Una. And make that protect trade. Like really heavily protect trade. Which means Howers gets upgraded. It's got a little bit of trade protection going on. And we build anchorages there as well. Adolf Flipper. Very good. I like it. That needs upgrading as well. Because that is a defensive position. Potentially. We've got a non-ag pact with them at the moment. So but just having it ready to be upgraded if it needs to is important. So we don't have any crime here. We've got some more clerks' jobs. We've got anglers. Do we want... We could slap down some civilian factories just to help. I'm totally happy to rename the stations. No, we want food processing facilities. That'll boost food production. Right. Right, so we need to root that problem out. And the good news is we should actually do it pretty damn fast because we've actually got that event quite late in the game. Yeah, 3 months. It's going to take us 3 months to finish that. We want... Give me another bunch of them.
A new colony has been founded.
An administrator on a capital is fine demoted, that's fine. So that, what just created for us? Rhythm of the Shoals, which needs its own sector. Now this is a plant generating world, so I'm not sure bureaucrats. So we want food from jobs. Governor Batshama. We can activate our Warford. No, we can't. We could on the Codex. We don't want to. We'll save up for doing that.
Special project is finished.
Right. We can give the spores to live, or we can kill them off. Personally, I'm of the opinion that we should kill them off, but I'm open to suggestions from other regular players of this game while I just set up what we're building here. So if anyone thinks they should live or let die... Yeah, I mean, exotic gases are nice. Fine, they can live. They live. Skill 3 governors breast. Yeah, we want that. We're getting some good leaders out of these guys. We can just sell a little bit of food. Oh, we already bought one, didn't we? So it's not going to give us another one. The game is wise to us. Signals of Hope needs more housing. It's a tech world, so we can actually start putting down its... So we actually want to give it an energy grid. And we want to give it research labs.
Technology secured.
Wormhole travel, yes please.
Establishing a new colonial outpost. A special project is finished.
Industrial facilities have been built over the outlets for the fungus infective cave systems. Apart from filtering and regulating the spread of spores, these plants can convert any excess spore clouds into exotic gases. So we get add spore vents to Dreams of Plenty with the following results. Gas plant engineer jobs +2. +1 glass plant engineer jobs per 20 population. So you lose a little bit of happiness. We do get a hell of a population speed boost, so... Subscribe. Yeah, well, or, you know, it'd be, do you want research labs delivered 3 times a month? A planetary capital upgrade. I mean, we're only losing 55 consumer goods a month.
Not so special now, was it?
Ways, that gave us autocannons. Better than nothing. Put that down there. We should actually get a... Actually, let's do that first. Right, Una is going to be our... This is trade protection. Don't think there's a real difference between any of these, is there? Trade protection +10, so hangar bays. And then you get upgraded again. What I've never got is why it recommends things to you that you've already bought. Like, it knows you've already bought it. So, Exaltation of Stone is our mining world. Still plenty of jobs. There's no point building an extra building there yet. Just make sure there's no special buildings that we could build. Nope. Signals of Hope is doing its thing. That'll be the Omni Codex, not worried about that. Oh, actually, we don't need these in the end, so you can cancel. And we'll disband you. We should probably finally deal with these fools. I'm reasonably confident we got the fleet strength to do it. You can see a base and all of that somewhere. Yeah, 2.2. Shall we wipe these fools out?
Technology secured. We grow ever stronger.
It's crystal mines. Ooh. We kind of have to go defense platform plus 500. I know the Elgate insight's good, but... yeah, like you'd think there'd be a thing you could set that would say this is an item of type that people don't really buy more of. Right, so bring that army up. We've also got our crazy giant robots, which pretty much makes that army redundant, but we'll include them as backup and then we'll disband them after the war. Command, you need to get Off-World Trading Company and 2 more trade hubs. Una is upgrading. You are more on trade protection. I don't think there's anything else useful you can build. Resource silos. You are shipyards and anchorages, which means we'll save that for when we get fleet academies. Mizam, you are currently an anchorage and the trade stuff around there is alright. I think what we'll make you is you are a backup shipyard and then you get another anchorage. And you get a crew quarters in case... well, no, actually, we'll hold off on that. Time for the tide to come in, indeed. So you're building up. Gemma Station. Missile and guns and comms, Janna. Because you're on a wormhole, so depending on where that wormhole goes, we're probably going to need you to be a bit of a beefy base. For Valiant, you are theoretically a border station, so give me 2 hangars, and give me comms, Gemma. You are theoretically a border station. Right, everything's building. Build research stations there. So you're slamming down in the gateway system, and then we'll get you back to just start building up around here and get us some more rare resources. Dreams of Plenty has stuff down. Devastation is ticking down, so that's fine. Still got plenty of jobs, there's no point building extra stuff there yet. Actually, we know what we're going to need there, so let's just stick it down. We're going to need a food processing hall, build another one, then we can put some Halo theatres down. What are the advantages of station guns versus missiles? They have slightly different benefits. So, hangar bays are going to give us better trade protection overall, and some various boosts. But if you look at missile batteries, they give starbase modifiers to the things around it. So ship hull points plus 10, and armor hit points plus 10. So if we have a fight above that station, that's going to give us a bunch of those benefits. And hangar bays do as well, I think. They just give us more, so I could replace them with hangar bays, but it's more fun not to. What we will do is we'll build defense platforms on that station in particular, and certainly on Gemma, depending on where that wormhole goes, that will boost its defensiveness up. Because there's nothing worse than a whole bunch of aliens screaming through a wormhole at you. Right, exaltation at stone on stone thinks it's an admin world, and it absolutely isn't an admin world. You are a mining world. Civic slot is nice. Quite like embassy complex. So what extra civic do we want? Like, we can't afford it yet, but we will be able to eventually, and we should probably save up for it. I kind of feel like we might need efficient bureaucracy. But diplomatic corps would be nice for the available envoy boost and the dip weight. Or masterful crafters would be nice. An extra diplomat is always strong. We could go reanimators and have undead armies, but I think it's a bit overkill. We don't need warrior culture. Should we do a poll? Because it's going to be a little while before we get the actual influence to do it anyway. So let's put in some poll options. New poll. Civic. So we could go masterful crafters. So masterful crafters, if we go for that, is going to give us a lot of trade. And some engineering research. Every 3 industrial goods grants 1 building slot, except on habitats. I'm not overly convinced it's a good one for us, but I don't mind going for it. In fact, actually, no, let's not go for masterful crafters. Let's go, because I don't want to overload you with choices. I think we're either going to environmentalist. An environmentalist would population consumer goods upkeep minus 20%. So essentially we'd gain back another 10 consumer goods a month based on current population. Efficient bureaucracy, which is going to increase our admin cap plus 20%, which, I mean, we are going to need a lot of admin cap. Or we go diplomatic corps, which is going to give us really good useful weight and extra envoys. Which, given that we're eventually going to be a hegemony, let's be honest, is probably going to be useful. So that is a 10-minute poll. Note that warrior culture has been buffed relatively recently. Yeah, I'm not convinced it's useful for us right now. Because duelist turn alloys into unity, yeah, okay, and the army and naval capacity. The army damage plus 20% is useful. But don't forget we've got Cybrex warforms. I think if we didn't have Cybrex warforms, I'd be looking at that more. But have a think on that anyway.
We grow ever stronger.
I feel like you should be actually surveying the thing we told you to survey. fleets there. You get there as well. Right, so we have... RIP, so our generals have died.
We grow ever stronger.
So chat, if you want to be named as a general, or Troutbridge, if you want to be reborn, now is the time. We have 2 army general spots open. So cash them in if you want to cash them in.
We grow
So I think our planets are doing alright. This is a mining world, so we are going to need entertainer jobs on it eventually. Maybe we should just slap one of them down now, preemptively.
technology secure.
It's cooking along alright. I suspect you probably have. So we got Scorbut and Wibbler. Yeah, oh no, you're still... De Floundel is still, aged 88, is still busy commanding over there. You're still doing science things at age 88. Ticking along. Energy Nexus would be nice, but I think actually we're going to take Cold Fusion Reaction.
Space charts updated. We grow ever stronger.
So we might not take these, but I'm just seeing if there's anything useful beyond them.
We grow ever stronger.
We could clear the massive crevice Giggity. Probably a shattered solar ray. They got more drones over there. Oh, that's annoying. Right, we'll deal with this and then we'll come back for it. I think they did come out the wormhole. I think you're right. Speaking of, have we now researched wormhole travel? No, because I can't click it. No, we have. Why can't we explore that wormhole? We went for it, we took tech. Why can't we explore that? Am I missing something? We took the tech for it. Symphony of Power gets 2 generator districts, energy grid, and a biz district. I am sure. Yeah, look, wormhole stabilization. Why can't we research the wormhole? That's got to be a bug, surely. Yeah, I mean, maybe you have to... I don't remember you having to be in the system before you can do it. No, 'cause it's my wormhole. It's my system. Yeah, let's try a quick reload, just in case. No. That's got to be a bug. That's fucking annoying. What, so everyone else in the galaxy is going to be able to jump through wormholes and murder the shit out of me and I can't? Same here. We've never seen this type of natural formation before. That sucks if that's not. That's almost game breaking. Like, it's just about playable round, but that is going to be very annoying. Everyone else is going to be jumping around the galaxy in wormholes, and we're going to be stuck having to build gateways everywhere. I've never seen that before.
Technology secure.
Alright, that's going well. Yeah, I mean, like, I can play around it. It's just very annoying. There we go. Hyper entertainment forums. That's what I wanted because it gives us more amenities if we need them. Right, we should, because that is a gateway system, we are going to want to upgrade there. Right, if no one picked any generals, what we're probably going to do is... Oh, we don't need to buy Marauder generals for this, because we've got fucking Cybrex warforms. We will take cruisers, because I'd like to get some carriers out and about. So we now have envoys. So I feel like we want to be starting to boost our strength. Don't need that anymore, so you can get over there. Whispers of Home is system capital, so we can build the diplomatic power center thing like that. Right, I think we're going for these guys, but first off, let's activate. So we want to get reactive armor. We want exotic gases for shield boost. And we want kinetic weapon damage. And we're going to conquer the Max Not Binary. Thank you very much for the raid. That is very generous of you. Efficient bureaucracy is the civic we're going for. Good to know. Let's thank you very much for the raid. That is absolutely appreciated. What we are playing, the Max and viewers. Stardew Valley. Great game. Love a bit of Stardew. Well, we are playing Stellaris. It is a space grand strategy. We are the Iron Songs Among Stars. We are an aquatic race. So we're playing out that we're kind of like space murder dolphins. So we're kind of like Prussians. We're kind of a very armada-heavy race. We have got good friendships with the people around us, but we are also gradually wheatling down this race here, and we have literally just declared war on them. Literally just declared war on them. So let's slide in to their interstellar DMs. We do need another admiral as well, so let's go with an admiral. We might recruit a marauder admiral. It is worth us recruiting a marauder admiral. The Giroid Free Warriors. We would like to hire a leader. Give us an admiral. So if anyone wants to look like a Space Orc, now is the time to cash in your points. Because you will be a Space Orc admiral starting at level 3. Oh, Troutbridge. Troutbridge wants to be back as another admiral. Get that Space Orc going on. Do you want to be a general again, or do you want to be the Orc Admiral? So you can be a fishy general, or you can be an Orc Admiral. Up to you. There we go. Right, you lads get into that system with whom we are at war. Wish they'd merged that fleet. That is really annoying. Dead envoy, that's fine. Planets are fine at the moment. I expect they will jump out and try and do things, but that's alright. What we do need to do is bring them up. And we do need to recruit some generals. So you've got the Cybrex Warforms. And you've got the backup army.
Hostile station engaged.
So we're taking on the 4.2 station, and the nice thing is we're doing it while all their fleets are away. Lads? Lads? You gonna come help? Guys? This is gonna go terribly wrong. Do you want to come in and help, maybe? Rather than hanging back there, Troutbridge? The accusations of cowardice here, Troutbridge. Not convinced by your behaviour so far as an admiral, Troutbridge. Seems to be a certain amount of hanging back from battle there. Yeah, you absolutely can do. Frogger can get a promotion. I hear a cat. Yes, I see you. Back again. We do want curator insight, so we're going to have to just spend something in the... Sell something quickly. We won't sell... That'll do. Oh, it's 3,000 now. Ouch. I mean, we are going to win that, but that's... We lost some ships there, and I'm not overly happy about that. Oh, look, yeah, here comes Admiral Troutbridge. Like, late, trying to get all the glory for turning up right at the end there. Right, so you guys hang around there. Let's reinforce that fleet back up. Let's get the armies in.
Technology secured.
Must be an American, yeah. No, Max did not accept his well, I think he accepted his deportation long enough to go get dinner. And then decided to come back again. I mean, none of these are that great as research options. Listening posts. Yeah, so they're sodding off around that way, which is fine. Because while they're busy doing that, we'll go after the main one. But I want the fleets repaired before we do it. Because Scorbut took an absolute beating there while Troutbridge was off with the fairies. Right, so let's land the giant robots. Which will make short work of that garrison.
Our starbase is lost.
Yeah, I see you.
The party has reached enemy shores.
I see you down there. So there you can see your giant robots marching against the poor, innocent people of that planet. I'll make short work of them.
Victory! Drink up my loyal crew!
I said, go repair. Right, we should jump in and take that station now. Because we're going to have the strength to do it. They got 3-9. Yeah, we'll take that easy. Even if they come back, we'll do that. Let's go deal with that. As long as Troutbridge actually turns up this time, we'll be okay.
Under attack.
We'll send the Cybrix warforms in behind them.
We grow ever stronger.
We grow ever stronger. Yeah, I see you down there.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Yeah, look, they're running. Which is fine with me, because it means we murder all of this stuff without them coming back with fleets.
Dastardly enemy has sunk our fleet.
Now, I'm pretty certain the moment we conquer this place it'll end the war. Now that's not a bad sized army, but I think our warforms should smack it around still. What you doing down there? I mean, what we can do is bring in the reserves just in case.
Our landing party has reached enemy shores. We grow
So they should still murder the shit out of all of these guys, but we'll see. This is why I love Cybrix warforms. They're expensive to keep in the field and they take bloody ages to build. But they just carve through everything. What do you like? He's down there. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. Interesting, that didn't end the war. I thought that might actually end the war because it's there are only 2 planets. It won't take us long to hunt down their fleets.
enemy is in our sights. Fire when ready. Intellectual booty.
What? Intellectual booty. Hyper entertainment forums. Paradise Dome? Commerce megaplexes is probably more useful. Oh, resources from jobs. Well, he was trying to lie behind the chair so I'd run him over. But now he's, he is basically down there trying not to look suspicious whilst being very suspicious.
The enemy
Right.
is in our sights.
Are you actually merging? You are merging, so that's fine. Right, let's send the 2 fleets off to just start mopping this shit up.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Hello. You care to kill that fleet for me? Thank you. So we want bronze and silver. Get over there. I mean, they're kind of pushing around here, but they can't really do any damage to it, so it's not really a problem. Because they didn't manage to get any of their invasion forces out before we smacked them round. Right. Don't need to upgrade you yet. I do want to put, where are they? Embassy complex is what I want to build. We're going to need 50 of them. We should be building stuff to collect them. Are we not building it? Get that down there. I know we're on the verge of getting stuff, but we're going to need that to sustain the things. Embassy complex, go! I'll give them credit, they did some beefing up of their stations. I mean, they didn't really have anything else to do, so I'm not surprised, but still. Right, let's smack that around, because that is actually my station and my shipyard. So replacement ships having to come a long way at the moment. I think the imagined slight is that I have yet to give him snacks. This Echoes of the Sublime is our forge world, so let's stick another forge down. We'll give it another mining district. All their fleets are basically trapped in this section now, apart from these guys. And they're not taking back any stations. I'm still annoyed about that wormhole thing. Give me barrier point defense, actually. We will heal these fleets before we go anywhere else, though. Right, is it time to buy more of these? We're actually quite low on dosh. I might actually sell some alloys, you know. Right, repair and repair. Research station science output, yes please. So Rhythm of the Shoals is okay. I think they're trying to bombard Rhythm of the Shoals, which is rude. Very rude.
We grow ever stronger. Taking evasive action.
Now up and heal, please. Thank you. Right, go deal with these fleets, and then we'll worry about everything up there. He's wandered off again, which makes always suspicious. Because, yeah, their main issue is they can't reinforce. Not easily, anyway. Let's go smack them, because they'll blatantly be bombarding my planet. So I think we can safely say that we don't need that fleet at the moment. So which ones are... So we don't need that fleet. Because we just use our war forms. I'd rather they didn't devastate my planets. Jackley Stellar Industries, yeah. Nice to meet you. Once these two are beat, we can split these fleets up and get them going in different directions to do different things. Okay, you go back to there. And you go down to there. Station should actually win this, but it's not going to. Which does mean we need to get the Cybrex warforms down onto that planet quick. Or are they involved in that battle? Because that will suck. Let's get them out of the system. We are short of rare crystals. Give me 100 rare crystals. That's because our embassy complex is up and running. There we go, 100%. So as soon as we take the systems, they'll peace out. So annoyingly, they've managed to grab that back, but it's fine. We're headed back up that way now anyway. We might as well just mop this stuff up first. And we're almost at the point where we can get our civic, which bureaucracy won, which I think was the right choice, chap. I'm proud of you. Defloundel has died. Hey, Bajosan. Or Jawson. So Defloundle has finally died. Right, so let's go deal with you, because there's a little fleet that keeps running around here being annoying, and let's send you back to destroy them, which will solve a lot of problems. But yeah, Stellaris is a great game. It has a bit of a learning curve. I think my one bit of advice I'd give you is, generally speaking, you're better off min-maxing your planets. By that I mean I pick the thing that your planet is clearly good at and try and just do that. Whispers of Home is a bit of an exception here. Also, avoid playing any of the kind of complex races early on. So it's a good idea to just play, say, the human race in the game, or one of the human races, just until you master all the basic principles. Can you fuck off, please? Because then you can get into the more complex stuff, like Corvette hull points is nice, and we will absolutely take that.
Intellectual booty.
Hyperdrive 3, please, because we have to cover a lot of distance. Yeah, United Nations of Earth or Commonwealth of Man. That would be my recommendation. The other thing to remember, and this is a thing that most people forget, is these resources you can get by mining and building things. These two consume minerals. So don't forget that you need a lot more of them to create these things. And consumer goods themselves are then consumed by the stuff that creates your research and your happiness on planets and everything else. So you'll notice I'm bleeding consumer goods, and that's fine because I'm prepared to trade for them to get them back, because I'm generating lots of other things to compensate for it. So I don't necessarily need to be positive on all these things, but I do need to be kind of vaguely decent at it. Right, let me just pause quickly, because I need to see if little kitty's running around. Where are you, little kitty? Because I think other kitty is back. So let me just check this out. Max, come here. Come here. And shut this door. There we go. Right, if she is back, he's now shut in the half of the house that I'm in. Not the half of the house she's in. Cat politics. Right, let's get this war finished. No. Can you go back and just take that station back before you do it? Well, it should flip anyway, shouldn't it? Why is that station not flipped? Why has my fleet gone missing? Did it lose against these guys while I was away? That's outrageous. I leave you alone for 2 minutes, chat, and you almost lose one of my fleets. Wasn't even Troutbridge's fault that time. We're definitely going to need to activate that before we get our civil. Scorbut, what did you do to my nice, pretty fleet? That was you're the admiral of that fleet. I know you're 89 years old, but I do expect a better performance than that. We need more. We are really going to have to do something about our consumer goods after this war. Which we can do, it's not a problem. Yes and no. I'd say don't feel like you have to play Iron Man, to be honest.
They wish to speak with us.
I think it's certainly where you're practicing. There's no harm and there's nothing wrong with playing non-Iron Man and occasionally cheating a bit if you really need to. Like, better that and learning how to play the game properly. And not losing a kind of run or anything like that. Right, let's reinforce you. Oh, Admiral Scorbut died in shame. I presume you died in shame.
We grow ever stronger.
Thing is, we're at 100%, so they have to peace out at a certain point anyway. Don't think we currently are. We should actually be recycling, you're right. It won't help a lot, but it'll help a bit. Right, this fleet is going to go smack things around in a minute. I don't even know what's going on there. Like, are you meant to be joining up with this lot?
They wish to speak with us.
Right, tell you what, let's send this fleet out to do some damage. Because if we run around those systems, we win. This fucker is still devastating this world very slowly, which is annoying. This is sort of why I wanted to get this war finished off, because they were annoyingly positioned to just be able to jump into various parts of my empire, which is always annoying.
Technology secured.
We will take probably star fortresses. Let's take iron. Let's take iron boosters. You're not getting away yet. Come here. Oh man, I lost 2 ships, huh? Right, get straight in there and deal with that lot. Yeah, I presume this lot are meant to be joining up with that lot. And it's just not picked up. Oh, it will have been because, technically speaking, the route through got broken. It's been broken by them taking that system back, I think. So it's doing a weird thing where it doesn't build everything because it doesn't think everything can get through. Right, so we'll whip through these and then we'll win.
Speak with us.
But we'll repair this fleet first. It did take a few licks. In the meantime, you might as well go take back those systems. And have you lot with the Admiral. And you can go take back Cyrix Alpha. In the fleet designer, I have lots of empty fleets. The way to get rid of empty fleets, I'm not even sure why they appeared. I didn't create them. It will be bugging out on reinforcement and everything else. The easiest way to do it is actually to give them a ship, or even just to kind of go like that. So that fleet there, for example, doesn't need to exist, so I can just do that. Disband fleet. There's no ships in it, so it's not going to matter. But if you find you can't disband it, the thing to do is build a few ships in it, and then you'll suddenly find you can disband it. 9 times out of 10 anyway, that's what you'll find. Right, go up to there. Actually, go deal with them. Take another Admiral. Go up to there. They've been chunking up these stations, which is annoying. Actually come up to there because you can help take that station.
Technology secured.
Right, when are we getting pieced out in this war? 350 days, we're fine. We will take research complexes. Who sent a fucking warrior fleet against me? That's just rude. Oh wow, it never rains but it pours, does it, round here? Where's that asteroid? Oh, our base should probably handle that, because if it's going to go past the base, it's fine. That'll wheedle it down eventually before it hits the planet. I mean, we're bleeding slightly less now. We are still bleeding a lot.
Technology secured.
Try sending it through Gemma. Yeah, I can do. As soon as this lot deal with this station. Tell you what, we took far more losses on this. Oh, we're in breach of the Military Readiness Act as well, because we now technically have less, ooh, I'll get insight, yes please. Less than our capacity, but we'll build that up quick enough. Right, so let's send you lot that way. And you lot that way. And then we will need to untrash fire our whole fleets in a bit, but not yet. Still don't get that. I mean, I can try sending one, like, through and back. Achieve war goals. Send offer. There you go. Look, we left them 2 planets. We're nice like that. But that is one to worry about next time, I think. We are technically somehow under our bureaucracy cap. I kind of feel like we want to activate that again before we do anything else, because we're going to need the alloys, because we've got a lot of ships to build. Not as many as you'd think. So that fleet and that fleet need to merge. So we're going to need to sell everyone on this planet into slavery. Absolutely got planets for slaves there. Right, thank you. We want that planet for ourselves. We want to make it aquatic. And right now it's a desert world, which is incredibly bad for us. So you know what we're going to do? Why can't I sell it? They've got to be slaves, surely. Why do we give them residence? Why would we do that? Why? Why is it suddenly decided that they aren't slaves? This game is so bugged. I mean, it shouldn't matter. But they were slaves before. I don't... Oh, yeah, did I do it when we were toying with it? Yeah, maybe, yeah. Like, I think we will keep them around. Like, we're going to let that planet hang around. And we are going to take it. And then what we're actually going to do, we're going to do it when we can gene convert them into being ocean natives. In the meantime... what I would give for a control click. Or a shift click. Hey Galaxy, who would like to buy some slaves? We are well over our admin cap. We also need to destroy that station. Destroy that station. Keeping Gemma. Don't need tallow. Galaxy loves a good slave sale. It's all coming up Millhouse.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Oh, there's the Marauders. Oh shit, I forgot the Marauders were coming. Right, we need to deal with the Marauders. Fucking Marauders. Right, Marauders are going to go for our home. They're going to go for command. So what we probably want to do is pick where we make our stand, which will be Weimel. Which is fine because we wanted to build up. Tears up stock recently purchased in a robot production company. Yeah, you're not wrong. Good news is we have a shit ton of energy now. So, key things we need to do. You need to get back to there. Technically speaking, we could run 3 fleets of 50 now, if we really wanted to. I don't think we want to. You get back to there, and you get back to there. So you two are going to merge, which is going to give you 36. So you're 14 ships short, and you're 17 ships short. So reinforce. We also potentially could do, it's a bit of a waste, we could do fortify border. Because that's only 1.8k. Did we design out some... We have got hangar bays. Melody of Swarm, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, Marauder Fleet's 10k, we can take it. Now what we're actually better off doing is doing that. And then that. Because the good news is that's our shipyard anyway.
Intellectual booty.
So it's throwing out corvettes as fast as it can.
We cannot fight this foe. Our science ship be under attack.
Our combined fleet strength at full strength is going to be about 12k, so... Right, we should probably spend some of that money. Give me advanced research complexes. If they do, they'll go to Ridgeon, and it's fine, because we'll take them on. But we needed to build up Weymouth anyway.
They wish to speak with us. Mining post lost to the waves.
Like, we will beat that Marauder fleet. Let's test this thing, because that ship will have gone through it. They either always go for nearest or they go for capital.
Research post destroyed.
No, see, we still can't explore that wormhole, which is annoying. Right, this is the question, is whether they're going to orbit around Rhythm of Shoals. Yeah, they're going for Rhythm of Shoals. Right, so... you and you are merging. Because as you can see, we're actually at 60. We're going to be at 7-ish K when we're fully built out. So both of these fleets could go and do them. Like we would win. Because don't forget we've got Admiralty bonuses for all of the stuff we do. I don't think it was a pull the lever wormhole, but it might have been. Yeah, we will get them. Arseholes. Right, well, let's get these fleets built up so I don't forget. Yeah, but in RP terms, if I could have got there to beat them, I would have got there to beat them. I assume that their presence was a parting gift from the... We need one more ship. Into 13. While we've got the money for it, let's buy a 5,000 of them.
They wish to speak with us.
We can learn 19, 24, 12. That disappeared fast. I'd have accepted that. And you can upgrade.
They wish to speak with us.
And you'll want to upgrade. Right, Tallow should now have a population of 4. We'll send them actually straight to Rishon, because we know Rishon lost people. So that's Rhythm of Shoals, isn't it? It's just annoying because it means there's one person there that we've got to move.
Intellectual booty.
Right, give me those. You need more foundries. Rhythm of Shoals is going to have a bit of a ruler population surplus problem for a while, but that's fine. They'll downgrade. We have some admin offices for them to downgrade into. I can't move them yet because I'm abandoning the planet, which means it's going to cost me 200 on top of it, which is annoying, but because I want to abandon the planet so we can terraform it. I get a bunch of relics. Actually, that's not a bad deal for me because I've got lots of alloys. Yeah, the Empire sprawl's grim. But we will have to bear it for now. I mean, essentially we're at the extent we want to be. We won't go bigger than this. Not for a while. So that's the key thing.